before the video starts, I wanted to let you know that I will be hosting a tournament for a indie RTS game called Pixel Wars. It's a fast-paced game where you build various troops in order to take down your opponent's tower. It's going to be an amazing tournament, a super chill tournament, and there are cash prizes for the top three contestants. Third place gets $10, second place gets $25, and first place gets $50. So you guys certainly do not want to miss it. If you guys want to sign up, the link for sign up is down in the description below. Or if you want to go and watch my hype video for Pixel Wars, it is the video created right before this one. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you on the battlefield. Peace. Yo, what is up, you sexy ass motherfuckers? Welcome back to yet another Rome 2 Total War battle. This one's going to be a 2 versus 2. That artillery got completely fucked. That artillery being my artillery. This is going to be a 2 versus 2 siege battle. Me and E playing a couple against a couple of randoms. It was a very fun battle. Very close one as well. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I certainly enjoyed playing it. Guys, if at all during this battle you like it, make sure to hit that like button. It helps me out tremendously. Lets me know that my content isn't complete shite. And if you guys are feeling especially generous, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach that 300 subscribers by the end of this month. If you guys could help me reach it, I would be highly appreciative. And it looks like Arverni's got his Gallic hunters close by trying to take out the next artillery as well. Let's go ahead and look at the army comps over here. We've got Nabatea on the attack, bringing in the classic Nabatean Axe Warriors and Nabatean Swordsmen, as well as Nabatean Heavy Archers, Desert Armored, god damn it, Armored Desert Hoplites, Noble Swordsmen, Artillery, a little bit of everything. Looking back over at Arverni, our second opponent, we've got Chosen Swordsmen, Gallic Hunters, Celtic Warriors, Oathsworn, all of the good stuff. Looking at the defenders, we've got my ally E playing as the Odrysian Kingdom, really coming in with that cav force today. We've got Thracian Horsemen, got Thracian Cavalry, some ranged cavalry as well. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. As far as they're in the settlement forces, we got some mercenary hoplites, Thracian warriors, Thracian nobles, and then I believe, no archers, sorry, I completely forgot that he brought out ranged cavalry. The rules are 1-2-4 in this battle, so you won't see any additional ranged units as well, and he is going to be bringing some of these spears as well. Looking over at the last but certainly not least, the sexy force that is mine. I will be playing as Syracuse in this battle, bringing in some Thero Spears, Thorax Swordsmen, regular archers. We've got some hoplites in the background, as well as mercenary Sam Knight warriors. This battle was streamed live on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/CAPN4IS. Guys, if you guys ever want to see some live Rome 2 Total War battles, or if you want to see my sexy face as well as hear more of my sexy voice, make sure you guys go and follow that sexy Twitch channel. We just reached 1,000 followers, guys. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. It has been a really motherfucking cool journey, so I'm really excited to be able to share 2K with you guys. So make sure you guys aren't late to that 2K party. You know we like to do giveaways on the channel, baby. But yeah, it looks like we've got some harassment going on by the Odrysian Kingdom. I do have my general out here, a unit of Hippeus Lancers. A very sexy, very powerful unit indeed. They look absolutely gorgeous with their beautiful red manes, heavy armor, and long spears of death. Over here, it looks like Arverni is really close to the walls, just kind of sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the show for a little bit, dealing with the cavalry at first, not wanting to have to deal with multiple flanks or multiple fronts at the same time. So now they're resetting up on their towers. They had previously dismounted the towers in order to deal with some of the ranged cavalry that was sent out by the Odrysian Kingdom. Speaking of cavalry, we've got more cavalry from the Odrysian Kingdom. Let's see how many times I'm saying cavalry during this battle. We've got some more Thracian cavalry as well as Thracian Royal Cavalry and Thracian horsemen, some very, very beautiful units, and it looks like the attackers really aren't bringing any cavalry at all as far as defending themselves from this powerful cav force, so we shall see if it pays off for us in the end. We've got Nabatea moving up close by. We've got a lot of dead Gallic warriors over here, which is always beautiful to see if you are rooting for the defenders, which I certainly am rooting for myself. But we got a lot of dead Gallic hunters here on the ground that had taken a lot of damage from our archers, the archer towers, and I believe some Pila as well. It looks like Arverni is going to be the first to land on the walls, question mark? I think Arverni has tried really hard to be the first to land on the walls. He's got 3 different towers set up right here on the fronts here. We've got a lot of archer fire coming in from the smoke, from ghosts. Ghosts have allied themselves with the barbarian forces. We must be careful. This is like this, fuck, why can't I remember? The Great City of Gondor, the 3rd movie, the ghosts coming in. The ghosts have taken up arms, taken up bows and arrows, and are now coming in to harass us. We do have the Thracian horsemen successfully going in and taking out this ballista, completely breaking him, which was absolutely gorgeous to see. Charging into the flanks of those hoplites a little bit while their range forces are getting some great flanking fire on those hoplites as well. Now we've got the beautiful Thracian horsemen as well as my general marching down a hill towards some troops over here. We see an opportunity to be able to charge their archers. We got the Thracian horsemen taking the lead to be able to protect my general, going right into the archers, moving through them like a hot knife through butter, or honestly anything, because a hot knife is sharp and deadly and hot. And now we've got my general going into the archers as well to try and help finish them. We've got Nabatea quickly turning around some of their units over here to be able to try and defend against our cavalry forces, but they are now in the fray, and we are starting to break some of these Nabatean heavy archers with 48 men left, 96 men left, doing a lot of damage. Generals having gotten 49 kills so far, and you're only going to get more, and this Thracian horseman getting over 100 kills so far, and hopefully they can continue to break these archers. But yeah, these archers are now breaking with 40 men remaining. These guys are still wavering with 93 men remaining. My general's still moving through, trying to get a couple more kills on these archers. But now that he's retreating, or moving a lot of his infantry back to be able to counter my cav, I am going to go ahead and get the hell out of there, because I certainly do not want to lose my cav this early on in the battle. Over here, we've got some Nabatean axe warriors fighting against my Thorax swordsmen. Another unit of Thorax swordsmen has been swapped out so they can move over to the side and start getting some great flanking fire on these axe warriors. I love the animations of this game, and I love the banner of Nabatea as well. You've got like disco balls going on over there, and it's just so cool to freaking see. So cool to see. Their banner is just incredible. I love how different it is. But yeah, those Thorax swordsmen throwing Pila are doing a lot of damage. We got a little bit of friendly fire with the Pila as well, but for the most part, most of this Pila is going in to our opponents, which is perfect to see. And these Nabatean axe warriors with only 8 kills are beginning to break against the might of our forces. Plus, I do have some archers over here on the side trying to do whatever they can to be able to get some of that flanking fire off as well. Looking back over on this side, we've got more Nabatean axe warriors and Nabatean swordsmen moving up and into the fray. I've got a couple of units of Thorax swordsmen holding valiantly, holding the line, trying to ensure that the defenders cannot move past us and move towards the center of the city, because we do not need to get surrounded and have to worry about multiple different flanks. So the Nabatean axe warriors and swordsmen are going to go ahead and charge in. I'm going to do a little counter charge with these Thorax swordsmen in hopes to get that charge bonus off and get a lot of damage off. And we did have some spears that are beginning to break. I think maybe got a little bit of a flank with the spears. I am not sure. But we've got some more spears, as well as mercenary hoplites holding valiantly. These spears only getting 10 kills, but holding back some elite chosen swordsmen for a decent amount of time. And now we've got the Thracian warriors charging in, utilizing their charge bonus. You don't want to keep Thracian warriors in the fight for too long. You want to charge them in, have them in the fight for about this long and then move them back out so that way you can continue to cycle charge, because all of their damage comes from their charges. So my ally is doing a great job of continuously cycle charging against these chosen spearsmen, or sorry, chosen swordsmen, and keeping them out of position. Now they're going to get a nice little flanking charge against these Nabatean axe warriors and absolutely demolish them. Let's go ahead and enjoy this fight here for just a moment. God, these units are gorgeous, and I love the animations and the looks of these units and the look of Rome 2 in general. Guys, if you guys haven't played it, recently we did just give away a copy of Rome 2 DLC and a copy of Warhammer 3 on the stream for the celebration. So again, if you guys haven't followed the Twitch channel, you guys are missing out on some goodies. We might be doing, we will be doing a little bit of a giveaway for 500 subs on the YouTube channel as well. But we got a little bit of a ways to go, so just keep your ears open, your eyes peeled for that announcement soon to come. Going ahead and looking over at the other side, we are successfully breaking another unit of Nabatean swordsmen. I did have my general kind of sneaking up, trying to get towards these archers, but I had to look away for a second. Nabatea doing a great job of hitting me while I was distracted. I mean, getting a lot of fire on my general and getting a decent amount of kills as well, and charging my general while he was stationary with these armored desert hoplites, really not allowing us to get into his archers and not allowing himself to make the same mistake again. And as far as the Odrysian Kingdom goes, he's got his Thracian cav as well as the rest of his cavalry outside looking for a great opportunity, biding their time, so that way they can hopefully destroy our opponents before they destroy us. Looking back over here in the center, we've still got our Thorax swordsmen fighting valiantly against so much reckless hate. Axe warriors, swordsmen, all of the good stuff. The Thorax swordsmen getting some great kills against these guys though. And with the support of that charge with the Thracian warriors, I don't know if they had broken or if they had charged and then made it through somewhere else. But with the alliance between us, wow, my mind completely died there for a second. The alliance between us, it was really good. So Arverdi was accusing us of pulling through. I don't know what kind of drugs he was on. My ally wasn't pulling through at all. I don't know if he knows what pull through is, so he was angry, so he started pulling through his units. So if you guys see that in this battle, just pay it no mind. It's just, sometimes it happens in Rome 2. Although, as far as pulling through goes, it is a bug within the game. If you guys did not know, it is highly frowned upon within the community, so I would not recommend doing it, just because you're probably going to piss some people off. But now we've got the Thracian nobles themselves, the best of the best, going into the fray against so many different units, as well as some archer support. But yeah, they're going into some units and getting some great kills, so well done. Again by the Odrysian Kingdom. I'm quickly trying to move up some Theros spears as well as some Samnite warriors to be able to help my ally over here, the Odrysian Kingdom, hold the line and just continue to get off as much damage as they possibly can. Looking over at this side, still holding the line. These Thorax swordsmen with 80 kills. We got Thorax swordsmen with 80, another Thorax swordsman with 136. The Nabatean archers are now in the fray, just absolutely melting some of my units, trying to do whatever he can to be able to break through this line and make his way into the settlement. But my Thorax swordsmen are holding valiantly against these swordsmen and these axe warriors. With the support of my archers, hopefully this unit is fairly fresh, as well as this unit, so hopefully my archer support can really help out these Thorax swordsmen and get a lot of kills on this one as well. But it is a very dangerous thing to be holding the line when the enemy has the high ground on you. I mean, as Obi-Wan would say, I have the high ground. Anakin, don't try it. And these guys certainly have the high ground on some of my units. They're going to be able to get a lot of kills over here. And now Nabatea is going to move up some of their noble swordsmen, as well as some more of their more elite troops as well. Now we've got the ranged, or we got the rest of the cav forces of the Odrysian Kingdom charging into the cav over here, trying to make their way through, knock through as many of them as he possibly can to be able to get into these archers. Hopefully he'll be able to get a lot of damage on the Gallic Hunters. If this is what he considers as a pull through, then I guess that's fair. I didn't actually see this during the battle. A general rule is that as long as your cav knocks down at least 70% of an enemy's infantry force, then they can move through them, because that's what cav is meant for. So if that's what he considered as pulling through, then I can understand why he was a little upset too. But over here, we have retaken this area. I've got my units of Mercenary Samurai Warriors, as well as a unit of Thureos Spears on the front line and ready to hold against our opponents. Over here, our Thorax Swordsmen have successfully broken some of these forces. We've broken a couple of the axe units as well as these sword units, and now they're going to go ahead and charge into these noble swordsmen. They will not be able to hold for too long. These noble swords are a force not to be reckoned with. They are very powerful, and with the archers shooting into their flanks, it's going to be very dangerous. But now we do get a little bit of a side shot as well as flanking shot on these noble swordsmen with the archers, which is perfect. Exactly how you want to kill them is with range, just like any other elite unit. And I'm trying to move my archers over to be able to continue to get more shots on these guys as well. Now we've got these Thorax Swordsmen over here with 189 kills, still fighting valiantly against these Nabatean Axe Warriors. 117 men left. We've got 43 men left. They're tired, and they are losing, but they are holding valiantly, just trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. And the archers are kind of distracted here. Got the archers firing into the flanks of these noble swords, again, just trying to get as many kills as possible. And we've also got archers trying to shoot into the flanks of these Oathsworn here soon, to be able to try and get as many kills as possible on these guys. Yep, because if you can shoot an Oathsworn in the back, that's the best way to kill them. They are a very dangerous force. Like a lot of other elite forces, they are certainly a force to be reckoned with. But if you can shoot them in the butt, nobody's going to get back up after an arrow in their ass. It doesn't matter how cool you are. It doesn't matter how much of a badass you are. An arrow in the ass is going to be very dangerous. Try to drink some Coke. I haven't drank soda in a little bit. It's strange for me. And we've still got 2 units of Thracian nobles over here on the flank, ready and able to be able to get some flanking charges in, some consistent charges off on some troops, and hopefully break some of these guys as well. We've got this unit of Thorax Swordsmen, 106 men left, 150 kills so far, fighting against these Nabatean Axe Warriors. If we can get a volley or 2 from these archers into these troops, that would be beautiful. Hopefully break these Axe Warriors. But Nabatea is running a little low on troops. I mean, he's still got a decent amount of troops, but we have certainly taken out a lot of Nabatea's troops. As far as Arverni goes, he's still got a lot of forces, so we're going to have to be very, very careful about that. I've got some of my more elite mercenary Samnite warriors in the fray, trying to fight against Arverni over here, trying to get as many kills as they possibly can. I've got my other unit of mercenary Samnite warriors that are depleted, trying to hold the flank against these Oathsworn that are trying to do as much damage as possible. But this flank is beginning to break. We've got the Thracian nobles in the fray with 73 kills so far, and still just building it up and trying to swap out with the Thureos Spears. Got my Thureos Spears over here to be able to fire into the flank of these noble swordsmen, which is beautiful. Nabatean Axe Warriors and noble swords. If we can quickly break these guys, then that would be huge for our forces. And now we've even got Nabatea moving up some depleted armored desert hoplites, trying to stop my Thureos Spears from being able to fire into the flanks, and try to stop the danger that their forces are in. But now we got the Thracian nobles, which were able to fall back, charge into the back of these noble swordsmen, and just absolutely demolish them, which was beautiful to see. So we have successfully taken over this area, but we are falling, we are collapsing over on this side. We've got Thracian warriors with 109 kills so far in the fray, trying to fight against these Oathsworn and get as many kills as they possibly can. Another unit of Thracian nobles with 139 kills so far, falling back, as well as a unit of depleted mercenary hoplites. Hopefully they can get back there. We got a lot of archer ammo being wasted. Got to be very careful about your archers. As soon as the unit breaks, your archers will continue to fire at that unit even if they're continuing to retreat. So you got to be careful not to waste too much ammo on retreating units. And now we've got my archers moved up and shooting it at a top-down view into some Celtic warriors, trying to support. I've got a unit of hoplites in the fray, trying to support my unit of Thureos Spears in the fray as well. We got a unit of hoplites defending the flanks of the Thureos Spears. Again, we're just trying to save as many units as possible, do as much damage as possible, and hold this line. But we are starting to break. The Samnite Warriors have broken. We are breaking some of the chosen swordsmen of Arverni, but the only thing standing between Arverni and the rest of our forces is a unit of archers, so we got to be careful. So we are beginning to retreat some of these forces. I've got a couple of units that, or I'm sorry, the Odrysian Kingdom has got a couple of units that has fallen back. For some reason, I was thinking I was playing the Odrysian Kingdoms there for a second, but they are falling back. We've got the Odrysian Kingdom General still alive with 29 men left, but yeah, we still have some very powerful forces from the Odrysians. Hopefully, they can get some great kills. Thracian nobles starting to move in here. We've got the the hoplites starting to fall back. Just again, trying to get as many units back as we can. We've got archers starting to fall back as well. And then the Thero Spears and the rest of those Thoric swordsmen should start to fall back as well. Still got a couple of units of Thorax swords in the fray. These Thorax swords with 234 kills, fighting against the armored desert hoplites as well as the Nabatean heavy archers with the tower support, really just trying to put the hurt on Nabatea and take out as many forces as they can and continue to distract these guys as well. My general is still alive with 39 men remaining, 78 kills so far. I am going to go ahead and fall him back just because our opponents have completely made their way into the settlement. The Thracian nobles completely breaking these Celtic warriors, which was huge. And now the Thraea Spears with 68 men remaining can turn around to face these chosen swords and hopefully do a little bit more damage now that they're not surrounded. Now we've got the Thracian nobles with 270 kills so far charging into the armored desert hoplites, trying to get as much damage against Nabatea as they possibly can. Nabatea now going into hoplite wall. We've got a couple of abilities going off, Warcry and Intimidate, so that way they can't get any more abilities off. And then Warcry kind of affecting their morale a little bit as well. They are completely exhausted. This is not the general. They are exhausted. They need to get out of there if they can. There's still a gap here. There's still an opportunity. If they can get out of here and make it back to the middle, then that would be huge. A great opportunity and a great unit to be able to get some good kills. I don't know. It looks like they are actually charging into the flanks of these chosen swordsmen. We've got the Oathsworn General of Arverni with 82 men remaining, charging into the Thracian nobles as well. Got to be careful with that. But we still got a unit of Thracian noble here back at the beginning of the place. Or back at the capture point over here. Now we've got my archers that are completely out of ammo. They were moving up to be able to try and waste as much ammo from Arverni as they could. Arverni took the bait and shot at them with a lot of their archer ammo over here with their Gallic hunters. Most of their Gallic hunters are out of ammo at this point in time, which is awesome to see. Just trying to get them to waste as much ammo as possible. And we were able to get them to waste a lot of Peltas ammo as well. So that was absolutely perfect. But what's not perfect is now we have chosen swordsmen and Celtic warriors moving up on our flank, and we do not have that many units left. We've still got a unit of just depleted hoplites. We got a unit of Thracian nobles moving in, balls to the walls, going after the General Oathsworn, trying to take him out. He has 47 men remaining. If we can take him out and break that morale, that would be absolutely huge. Now we got Thracian nobles, depleted Thracian nobles with over 300 kills, as well as my hoplites moving in to try and plug this gap and keep our opponents from flanking us. The mercenary hoplites are beginning to break with 55 kills, holding off these units for as long as they possibly can, and now we have decided that we are not going to give this up without a fight. We got Thraea Spears moving into the fray, Thorax Swordsman, Thracian Royal Cav, just a little bit of everything moving in to try and take out these units. My Thorax Swordsman holding valiantly again, just trying to get as many kills as possible. 255 kills so far, 192 kills so far, fighting against Armored Desert Hoplites as well as the Rakim Palace Guard, the General of Nabatea. Are they going to be able to take them out? They have 98 men remaining. They are tired. I don't know if they'll be able to do it. They are, I believe, losing decisively, but they're still racking up kills, which is great to see. They just have to get enough kills so that way we can take care of the rest of these forces here. Now we've got some chosen swordsmen beginning to break. We've got some chosen swordsmen moving up to be able to try and help the rest of their forces while the hoplites hold off whatever they can. Again, he was angry, so he's going to push through again a little bit here. And then we've got the Thracian nobles charging into the Oathsworn general. Hopefully they'll be able to break them. We've even got the Thracian royal cavalry, the general of the Odrysian kingdom, moving into the Oathsworn, trying to get a little bit of a flank in. But we were able to successfully kill the general, break them, so that is going to be a huge deal for us as far as try to break as many of these units as possible. We've got Oathsworn that we're fighting against on the front line here, but I do have one unit of archers that still has ammo, so doing whatever they can to be able to fire into the flanks of this unit and try to get as many kills as possible. We're trying to pop as many abilities as we can. We got battle rhythm on these hoplites to hopefully get some additional kills. Hoplites getting 190 kills so far, but that's mostly on archers. And then the rest of the forces of Arverni over here beginning to break as well. My Thorax swordsman over here still fighting valiantly against the Nabatean forces here. The boys in bronze, gold, and brown. Love to see it against the boys in blue and whites. Who will win this battle? Who will claim victory for their kingdoms? The world may never know. Well, the world may know in about 4 minutes, because it looks like we've got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the battle. Now we've got Arverni having moved up with their forces, Celtic warriors and chosen swordsmen. The only thing right now we have defending is a unit of Thero spears, a unit of archers with a little bit of ammo left. I mean, just a couple of pretty weak units defending our flanks over here. Now I've turned my archers around trying to get some good shots off on these chosen swords. I'm going to try to run my archers away here in a second. I hope I'm going to try to run my archers away so that way we can kind of try to pull them towards these Thracian nobles of the Odrysian kingdom. Beautiful to see. 297 kills, 380 kills. Crazy. But yeah, these archers were really trying to get as many kills on these guys as possible, even getting some flanking fire on the Celtic warriors. But yeah, this is where the Odrysian kingdom general actually fell, sadly enough. He fell trying to defend this center location. Over here, we've still got a unit of depleted Thorax swordsmen fighting against the remnants of this Oathsworn unit. Nabatea has successfully broken my Thorax sword unit. Their general is still relatively healthy, but the other unit of armored desert hoplites is exhausted, only having 57 men left. But we are extremely low on troops. We have a unit of Thoreo spears. We have what little is left of my Hippeus lancers, which are starting to waver. 152 kills so far. We need to break these troops as soon as we possibly can. Break them piecemeal so that way we might be able to take out the rest of Nabatea's forces that are quickly moving up. We've got a unit of armored desert hoplites as well as the tired unit of Oathsworn moving in to be able to try and take us out. Got the Thracian nobles flanking around these chosen swordsmen, just trying to get as many kills as they can. I've got my archers on the flank, trying to shoot into these chosen swordsmen. We're honestly just trying to break these guys before the rest of these forces go. They are starting to waver, but will they break in time? The armored desert hoplites has seen my archers, seen that they still have ammo, so they are going to try to charge in. I'm going to go ahead and countercharge with some Thoreo spears to try and keep them from being able to charge into my archers, so that way I can still utilize their ammo to the best of my ability. My Thoreo spears against armored desert hoplites, as far as stats wise, they're pretty far behind the armored desert hoplites, but hopefully they can hold for a little while. These Thracian nobles, 357 kills, over 400 kills, absolutely smashing it as far as just getting so much damage off on these troops. They are going to get another flanking charge over on these armored desert hoplites, hopefully, and we're getting a little bit of side fire on them with the archers as well. Will we be able to break them before the rest of these troops come in? I do not know. 43 men left. We just have to keep on cycle charging them and trying to get as many kills as possible. It's all about breaking these forces now. I've still got my general with 7 men remaining close by to be able to continue to pop off abilities and try to make sure that my Thoreo spears are as powerful as they possibly can be. Battle rhythm popped off. The armored desert hoplites are beginning to waver with 83 men left. But now that the Thracian nobles are no longer on their flank, they had to turn around to charge into the Rakim Palace Guard. They are no longer going to be wavering, but the Thracian nobles are now at 400 kills, over 400 kills as well. Definitely a great use of the Thracian nobles, a very powerful unit as long as it doesn't get focused down by ranged forces. Over here, my archers are still firing into the sides, into the spear sides of these armored desert hoplites, trying to break them as quickly as possible. They are now just about to be out of ammo. We're going to get one last volley off on these troops. I'm going to try to follow them back because I think that, well, no, okay. I was going to follow them back, but then at this point, I was like, all right, it's just my Therios Spears against these forces of Nabatea. So I'm just going to go ahead and charge my archers in, try to get another kill or two with the archers, do as much damage as I can, continue to pop off abilities on these Therios Spears if I can, but my general is beginning to waver, and my Therios Spears are starting to lose men, slowly but surely. We're going to go ahead and form square formation to be able to get that extra morale as well as melee defense. So hopefully they'll be able to hold for a little bit longer, and maybe pull this off. We were able to pop second wind on these guys to be able to regenerate them, so now they are fresh. They are in square, but they are breaking with 140 kills. They just aren't enough to be able to defeat our opponents, and that is going to be it for today's battle. Let's go ahead and look at the kills here. We're going to end the replay, but what a battle, guys. That was such a good battle, and the fact that it was shorter, I know you guys like it whenever my videos aren't like an hour long as well, so that is always good as well. So well played by our opponents. We've got Daddy Sav and San. I'll just say Sanfek. Looking over at, we'll go ahead and look over at my kills and Daddy's kills. Daddy is going to be in the lead as far as kills go, and I will be in second place as far as kills go. My archers, for the most part, doing good, except for these guys. I don't remember what, I think they got focused down in the beginning. And I don't remember who focused them down, but for the rest of my archers, they did good. 111, 135, 185, 152 on my gen. We got 205 with hoplites. We just don't pay attention with the Sam Night Warriors. 220, 256, 131, 205, 183, 110, 140, 183. Arverni, Oathsworn, 149, Archers, 120, 135, 115, 157, 122, 112, 189, 232, 341, 114, 169, 223, and 311. Let's go ahead and look at E and Sans armies. E getting 1,902 kills. We've got 196, 98, 127, 109, 405, 401. Holy shit. We've got 70, 97, 60, all of that good stuff. And last but certainly not least, we've got Nabatea over here, 1,306 kills. We got 140, 153, 149 overall. Not too bad, guys. Thank you again so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace.